Okay, dear students, in this laboratory class, we are going to see hierarchical agglomerative clustering. We are going to see how hierarchical agglomerative clustering is going to work and the practicals of hierarchical agglomerative clustering with the data set. So I hope you know about hierarchical agglomerative clustering already. So again, I am telling the theory part of hierarchical agglomerative clustering. After that, we will get into the practicals of hierarchical agglomerative clustering. Let me share my screen. Okay. So whenever we talk on a hierarchical agglomerative clustering, it is a hierarchical clustering. I hope you know about hierarchical clustering. It is a tree-based structure. It is having tree-based structure. So initially, we have to start with n number of clusters. Okay, if we are having um, five data points, all five data points, individual data points are considered as clusters. So, for example, if we are having five data points, all five individually considered as clusters. So, initially five clusters. Then based on the HAC algorithm, we are joining these two data points and we are forming one cluster and we are joining these two data points and we are forming a second cluster and third cluster. So in first phase five clusters, in second phase three cluster, then next two clusters, then one cluster. Likewise, it is formed. So number of cluster is not defined here, but if you want to go with two clusters, you can go to this level. If you want three cluster, you can go to this level. Uh, it is up to you. Okay, where in which level you want to go and how many number of clusters you want. Because this is how the hierarchical agglomerative clustering is working. So it starts with one cluster, individual item in its own clusters until all items belongs to one cluster. So it is starting individually. Okay, starting individually. So initially each and every object is considered as one cluster. So finally everything grouped together and we are forming one cluster. This is the way of uh, doing hierarchical agglomerative clustering. In this way only hierarchical agglomerative clustering is working. Okay, so then it is we are following bottom up approach in this case. So bottom up approach is followed to merge the cluster together and dentograms are pictorially used to represent the HAC. This is actually a dentogram. So initially uh, two data points join together and we are forming one cluster and again two data. So this is initial first dentogram. So these two are second dentogram, these three are third dentogram, and likewise dentogram is formed. I will show you how it is going to form with an example. Okay, so it is how it is happening. So initially two data points, these two are joined together, and these two are joined together. Likewise, it is happening. Okay, so HAC uses three techniques. Okay, HAC uses three techniques. Single nearest distance or single linkage. This is the thing with this. respect to HJC. Single nearest distance or single linkage only we are going to use here, and other techniques are also there, that is complete. Single is based on nearest distance, complete is based on the longest distance, and average is based on the average distance. Okay, so that if you want you can go further, but we are not going in detail with complete and average, we are going to see only single linkage. So this is the distance between the closest members of two clusters. This is the distance between the members that are farthest apart. Average linkage is there, and dentogram. See, whenever we are talking on dentogram, it is a tree-like structure which represents hierarchical technique. Okay, so dentogram are a tree-like structure which is having tree-like structure which represents hierarchical technique. The leaves are individual and root is one cluster. In leaves, you can find every data object is every data object is considered as a cluster. In root, everything joined together and we can get one cluster. A cluster at level I is the measure of its cluster at the level I plus 1. See here, in this level, consider this as I level. In I plus 1 level, sorry, this is I level, this is I plus 1 level. So I is combination of I plus 1 level. That is how the cluster is formed. Okay, so this is about dentogram, and you can able to see here the dentogram structure, the actual dentogram structure, how the actual dentogram is looking like. See here, A, B, C, D, E are the individual data points. That may be two-dimensional data or three-dimensional data. So in first phase, A, B, C, D, E, F individually all are considered as its own cluster, and the next level A and B are joined together and we are forming one cluster. So here A and B are joined together and we are forming a cluster. Here C and D are joined together and we are forming a cluster. Here with C and D, E is joined and we are forming a cluster. Here with that, so then these two are joined together. So initially first level 6 clusters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 4 cluster, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, cluster 4. Then 3 clusters. Okay, then three clusters are formed, like see, these two are one cluster, second cluster, third cluster, then 2 cluster, 1, 2, then one cluster. Okay, this is how it is formed. Okay, I hope you understand this. Okay, so I'm just opening. I'm just explaining a problem to you. After this problem, we will get into the practicals of hierarchical agglomerative clustering. Okay. See, find the clusters using single linkage technique. Use Euclidean distance and draw dentogram. This is the problem which we are having here. Okay. Give me a second. I will connect my charger. Okay. So here, just look at this. It is a two-dimensional data. The points are considered as P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. These are all the data points which we are having. Two dimensions are there. Those dimensions are X and Y. Okay. So P1's X value is 0.40 and P1's Y value is 0.53. P2's X value is 0.22. P2's Y value is 0.38. Likewise, each and every point is represented. Okay. So this is the data point which we are having. First, what we need to do is we are using single linkage technique and we are using Euclidean distance. Okay, that is the thing. So we have to form a distance matrix. How distance matrix is formed? So distance matrix is nothing but we have to find the Euclidean distance between P1 and P2, P1 and P3, P1 and P4, P1 and P5, and P1 and P6. The same way P2 to P1, P2 to P3, like that. That means we have to find the distance between each and every data object to all other data object. Okay, so that is the distance matrix. So for that distance matrix we have to use the Euclidean distance formula. I hope you know about Euclidean distance formula. This is the Euclidean distance formula which we are having. So x minus a whole square plus x minus b whole square. That means, so if we want to find the distance between P1 and P2 in the sense 0.40 minus 0.22 whole square plus 0.53 minus 0.38 whole square, root of, and root of 0.18 whole square plus 0.15 whole square, and result which we are going to get is 0.23. Okay, so this is how it is formed, Euclidean distance. And the distance matrix which we are having here is this one. Okay, so this is the distance matrix which we are having here, and we are having the um, data points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, and here also we are having the data points and the distance matrix. What we, because the distance between P1 and P2 is same to P2 to P1. So one side is filled, the remaining cell no need to fill. The same value will come, and the distance between P1 and P1 is zero always, even if you calculate. Okay. So this is the distance matrix. Here what we need to find, after finding the distance matrix, we have to find the least value in this. We have to find the least value in this. Least value is here 0.11. So we have to join these two together, P3 and P6. We have to join P3 and P6 together and we have to form a cluster. Okay, we have to form P3 and P6 together and we have to form a cluster. Okay, this is how we have to form the cluster. P3 and P6 together and we have to form a cluster. See, P3 and P6 join together and we form the cluster. So this is the dendrogram. And again, what we need to do in the distance matrix, we have to take P3, P3 and P6 together. Distance matrix, we have to take P3 and P2 together. Again, we have to find the distance, like uh, P3 and P6 to P1, P3 and P6 to P2, P3 and P6 to P3 and P6 to P4. Likewise, we have to calculate. So the distance between P3 and P6 is nothing but P3, P1, minimum of the distance of P3, P1 and P6, P1. So here the 0.22 is the distance because it is the minimum. So this calculation is important here because the distance between P3, P6 to P1 is calculated based on this P3, the distance, minimum of the distance P3, P1 and P6, P1. In this we have to take minimum and we have to consider that. This is how the distance is calculated. So again we have to form a distance matrix. So this how P3 P6 to P3 P6 0 and P3 P6 to P4 P5 P2 P1. This only updated these areas wherever this P3 P6 is associated, that only changed, remaining are same. So this is updated distance matrix. So in this distance matrix again we have to find the minimum value. Here you can find the minimum value. The minimum value is 0.14. Okay, here the minimum value is 0.14. 0.14 is the minimum thing. Okay, so 0.14 is the minimum. So again, next step is we have to form a cluster between P2 and P5. We have to form a cluster between P2 and P5. So next cluster is also formed, that is P2, P5. Okay, so the same way we again, so the entries in the distance matrix we have to join, this is the dendrogram. In distance matrix we have to join P3 P6 together and P2 P5 also together. P2 P6 together and P3 P6 also together, and we have to form a distance matrix again. So wherever this P3 P6 involved, there, you know, sorry, wherever P2 P5 involved, there the distance matrix get changed. See, these values get changed, and again we have to find the minimum. So in this minimum is 0.15, I think, yeah, 0.15. So we have to combine P2 P5 and P3 P6. So dentagram is like this. We have to combine these two. This way, the cluster is getting formed in hierarchical agglomerative clustering. Okay. So again, we have to join this P3, P6, P2, P5 together, and we have to form a distance matrix. See here, the new distance matrix is here. In this new distance matrix, again you have to find the distance, and we found 0.15 is the least one. So 0.15 is dealing with P2, P5, P3, P6 to P4. So if we join that together, all are joined. So we have done with our no, still one variable is left. But anyway, the remaining thing will join with that. So this is the final dentogram for hierarchical agglomerative clustering P3, P6, P2, P5, and P4, P1. Then these two join together, and these two join together, and these two join together. This is how it is formed. Okay. So this is the way of doing this hierarchical agglomerative clustering. So we will get into the practicals. We get into the practicals of hierarchical agglomerative clustering. Wait for a couple of minutes. This Jupyter notebook is getting on. So actually, this hierarchical agglomerative clustering, we are going to perform on the dataset state-wise pollution dataset. I will show the state-wise pollution dataset to you. Okay, I will show state-wise pollution dataset to you. Where it is? Yeah. Okay. So pollution data. This is the data. Pollution India 2010. The state-wise pollution data. So this data set is having all the cities all over the India, like starting from Andhra Pradesh, Chittoor, Guntur, Hyderabad, Nellore, these states pollution, NO2, nitrous oxide, sulfur oxide, these values are there. And you know, for Assam, then for Chandigarh, Goa, Ahmedabad, Ankalwan, Ank- Ankleshwar, Jamnagar, Rajkot, Surat, Vadodara, Vapi, Faridabad, Hisar. So this and all are Faridabad belongs to Haryana. Okay. So Himachal, all are there. Kerala, Kochi, Alapi, Mysore, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu. We have Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Salem, Tuticorin. Okay. So these are all the data which we are having. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to have NumPy and Pandas in order to handle with the data. Okay. So and we are importing all NumPy, then Matplotlib for data visualization, Pandas for data handling. NumPy is the array is used to do array operations. Okay. And we are importing this pollution pollution India 2000 CSV, and this is the data set which we are having. Okay. So now here we are going to remove some null values in that. Okay, null value should be removed. So null values easily removed by drop NA function. And here we are doing aggregation operation because district wise many number of entries, hierarchical agglomerative clustering. If we go in the sense, too many number of clusters will come. So instead of that, we are doing using aggregation operation. We are performing group by operation, and we are making the data like state based data. Just join all the things, sum up all the district in the Andhra Pradesh, sum up, and we are getting this detail. Likewise, all the district in Assam are combined and added, and we are getting this detail. Okay. So thus that been performed. Okay. This is the major operation which we are having here, and yeah. So that is how the data is displayed. And here one more important thing is we are going to perform the standardization. I hope you know about standardization. Standardization is nothing but converting any data distribution. Okay, converting any kind of data distribution into zero mean and one standard deviation data distribution. Got my point? Converting any data distribution into one standard deviation, sorry, zero mean and one standard deviation data set that we have discussed in last class itself. How to convert zero mean one standard deviation data. There is no change in the property. It is like normalization. Okay. So that we have done, and we are here only we are going to perform this hierarchical agglomerative clustering, and we are forming dentogram, and we are using the linkage method, single linkage method using what. And if you want to see the dentogram, you can see with the help of what to say, um, dentogram. So this is the dentogram which we are having here. Delhi, Bihar, Orissa, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Karnataka. See, initially Delhi and Bihar are joined together as a cluster, and Orissa and Maharashtra joined as a cluster, and Tamil Nadu joined with Orissa Maharashtra cluster, and all Delhi, Bihar, Orissa, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu joined together in next level. So likewise, it is going. Okay, so this is the hierarchical agglomerative clustering. This is how the hierarchical agglomerative clustering should be done. Okay. So, any doubt, students? Any doubt on this Prunal meet design? Can you? No. Okay. Good. So, let me take attendance. So, I request you all to submit all the pending experiments. Okay. As of now, what I have shared in the Google Classroom, you complete all the experiments because I need to evaluate that and I need to put grading and I have to enter mark for that. So you have to be ready for that. Okay, only one left. Good, 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 good. So Kondal present, Krunal present.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Present.
Okay. Darshita, Darshita absent. Meet, meet, which meet? Meet Pabori, meet Desai, right? Meet Desai present, then Utsav present. So present. Then who else present? Uh, Kayur. Kayur present. So one, two, three, four. Four members present, right? One, two, three, four. Okay. Krunal, Meet, Desai, Utsav.
Yes, sir. Four members, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Four members. Four members. Krunal, then Meet, Desai, Utsav, Kayur, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. See you guys. See you in next level. So anything you want to ask with me? I mean, don't inform to others also, or don't make any pending in the uh, laboratory thing. Complete everything.
And sir,
Yes.
from now there will be only 1 hour laboratory, or it's for today only.
Uh, which one you are asking?
Sir, this one.
Oh, lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually we have almost completed now, so that's why I'm giving you. So you can do by your own, right?
Oh, okay, okay, sir.
That's why I'm giving. So I have done my part. So you can do. You can go ahead. The remaining things you can upload the remaining parts by yourself. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, can we leave?
Yes, yes, yes. You can leave.